In addition to a lot of the lawn projects that I'll be showing in our different videos here, there's a lot of stuff that you'll do around your lawn and your landscape that aren't just about the actual grass itself. And today I'm going to talk about a pretty cool product that I'm excited to install. This is not a sponsored video. I just, as a homeowner, I wanted one of these and I went out and bought it. There are a lot of different review videos out there on this product. But in this video, I'll be opening and setting up the Hoselink hose reel. And I'm replacing basically a pretty crappy method of chasing a hose around, and I'm sure it's a huge eyesore. It doesn't help that the hose I have right now is fluorescent greenish yellow. So I'm really excited to install this Hoselink, and we'll get right into it. So for today's project, I'll start by a little show and tell. This is my current setup right here. Is a fluorescent yellow hose by Flexzilla. I was trying to remember what the name is. It's really done a great job. It's a good hose. The problem, though, as you can see, is that it's kind of an eyesore, and it's also a pain in the butt to move around. I'll just show you what it's like. Basically, just grab the hose. I have one of the Melnor sprinklers that I use that I really like, but I basically have to take it around the lawn. I'm struggling, and it gets to be heavy and a pain in the butt, but basically pulling the hose wherever it needs to go. Sometimes it gets stuck, but that's how I do it. So basically, to replace that crappy hose setup, I, just as a regular homeowner consumer, I went out and ordered a Hoselink, which you can see right here. And if the box looks to be in bad shape, you're absolutely right. Basically, I had the intention to hook this up and to get it all set up, and then what's called an atmospheric river came through and basically dumped rain for about a week straight here in the Seattle area, and to the point where it was pretty hard to even go outside without getting drenched, and I totally forgot about the Hoselink and the box, and it's just been sitting here getting pretty squishy, and so we'll dig into it and hopefully everything is okay, but that's why this looks the way it does. All right, so now we're going to find out if we can still call this an unboxing when the box looks the way it does. I'm actually just sticking my finger through it because it's so soggy, but let's dig into this and see what we've got. Packing slip. Got some very soggy instructions. I'll let that dry out. And here's the actual Hoselink reel itself. And there's this handle, which is kind of cool. So you can easily grab it and move it around. I've seen that from a lot of the other videos, where it's a cool device that you can use the hose, or if you need it for a different part of your property, you can move it and use it in a different area if you get one of the attachments in a different spot. And then we also have the sprayer itself, which they include. And this is what attaches to a post or to the wall, is the actual Hoselink mount. So I'll get into actually how to mount that as well. And I think that's it. The rest of the soggy box. So now I'll get into actually mounting the Hoselink, and you do that by taking the bracket that the Hoselink fits on and mounting it mount it to a post or to the wall of your house. And it's a good idea, of course, to follow the instructions and to look at this pretty carefully before you start drilling into whatever it is you have, or when you start putting in a post. There are a lot of videos out there that I'll share in the description that give some other good ideas about how to basically sink a post into the ground for where you want to place one of these, and you can set it up that way. I just happen to have this fence right here next to my house that has these pretty good size wood posts, and so I'll be mounting the Hoselink to that. So to get started, what it says in the instructions is to basically take the Hoselink mount and mount it to a post, or again to the wall where you can have a good secure connection. If you do mount it to the wall, of course you want to make sure that you try to mount it where there's a stud or something that's a little bit more durable, so you don't run the risk of damaging your wall. So again, I'm going to be mounting it to this pretty solid post, and as you can see, you probably want it to have it be pretty straight and stable. So what I'm going to do is start out by measuring my post to make sure it's in the middle. So it's a 6-inch post, and so I'll just quickly mark where the center is. Should be pretty exact. It's about 3 inches. So that's the middle. And then to make sure we have the mount pretty level, I took a pretty basic level here, and I'll just make a small line where it's level. So that way I can make sure to put the screws in a level spot. And then from here, you take the actual Hoselink mount. You're supposed to mark the spots where the holes are going to be. So I found the line that I put in. I know that's level, so I'm just going to make a couple of marks where each spot needs to be drilled. All right, cool. So I'll go in and drill that now. So next in the instructions, it says to take a 3/16 drill bit and drill some pilot holes about 2 inches deep on each of those spots. Okay, so now we're going to go to the step where we actually mount the Hoselink bracket to the post. And so for that, we're just going to put we're going to use these pre-drilled holes to use these, the screws that need a ratchet for that. So it's a 3/8 ratchet, and we have the mount. So I'll just open this up. All right, we'll just repeat that on all the different sides here. All right, so once you have the mount in place, then you can go and actually test to make sure that it's gonna work okay. And so just put the Hoselink right here, and it's in a good spot. If I were to do this differently, and hopefully your situation's a little bit better, I don't like that the post is right next to the house, because I don't get the full range of motion, because this thing can rotate basically 180 degrees. So right now I have about almost like a 90-degree radius because I'm running into the house right here. But it does look like the Hoselink mount is working great on this post. And from here you basically just connect the line with your hose, or directly into your into the hose bib or faucet that you have on the outside of your house. And the nice thing about the Hoselink system is you have these quick connects. I already connected the one bit to the to my hose connection I have here. And so what I'll do is I'll just connect this end of the Hoselink hose here, and then quick connect it. Just like that. So right next to it, you see the bundle of hose that was my old setup, and then on the wall you see the Hoselink, which looks really great. So let's go check it out. All right, so you just start pulling it like this. It has a pretty good reach. It goes pretty easy. And that's it. You can start using the hose as you want, and then to have it go back, you just give it a tug, and it goes back. Let's go. Cool, so I hope you found that helpful. The Hoselink is a really fun device, and it really improves the look of your property, as well as being really easy to use as well. So again, this is an inspirational video that hopefully helps. And if you do enjoy it, then give it a like rating, and feel free to subscribe for future updates.